7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Are you ready?
God damn it.
How about now?
Give us a second.
Yeah, we are there. We definitely got audio now. There's no way because everything is
Yep, there we go.
back to normal. I had us muted for some reason. I have no idea. I'm retarded.
God damn it.
How about now?
There we go. Yep, we're good.
Okay, all right. The last thing I want to do is hear me yell. So, how's everything going, boys?
It's going.
Yeah, it's going good.
Well, let's get right into it because we have a busy day. All right, we're going to talk about Vince McMahon, a little bit of fallout. So, we know everything that happened last week, the shitting, the pissing, the fisting, all the good stuff that Vince McMahon does. So my question is this week is what is the fallout? Who is going to be the next piece to fall? Who are going to be the next pieces to fall in this whole scandal thing? So I'm just curious what you guys think. In the comments, if you guys have some comments, go ahead and throw them out there. We'll get to them too. But Scotty, let's talk about it.
Oh gosh, there's so much to talk about on that. Who the next domino is that's going to fall over in this one. And in my mind, I think it's going to be Bruce Pritchard. I really think he is the next one that's going to hit the fan because now apparently he is heading out for torn tricep surgery.
That
seems to be going around.
Yeah, right. And he will. I mean, I'm assuming he'll be out of his work duties for at least a couple weeks and whatnot. But you can still write with a torn tricep. So if he is as much of Vince's avatar as Ronda Rousey claims him to be, I don't see him being gone from the writing room too long. Because you can still, like, even in a shoulder sling, you can still be at work and be functioning. So, but I don't see him lasting too much longer as more and more stuff comes out, and the hopefully as we find out pretty soon whether this is going to trial or not, because they are requesting a jury trial for the lawsuit. So as that goes forward, and if that goes forward, then discovery process happens. And names are being released in the discovery process. I think Bruce's name is in there. You brought up an interesting one, Jason, Michael Hayes, which I didn't even think about because he like who thinks about Michael Hayes in this day and age, like being in WWE? But yeah, you did. Hayes could be one. Who else?
Yeah, honestly, the first people I thought, we all thought Bruce Pritchard, and I thought about it before Ronda Rousey ever said anything. I mean, we all know Bruce was Vince's left testicle.
And Johnny Ace was the right.
Johnny Ace was the right for sure. These were the two henchmen these were the real stooges. It wasn't Patterson and Briscoe.
Briscoe.
I think these two,
Yeah.
honestly. Ricky, who do you think besides Michael Hayes and Bruce Pritchard? Who else could take the fall here?
Hopefully not. They're going to try and look at Trips just because he's the son-in-law and he's basically the only part of the family left standing since Stephanie stepped down and Shane wanted no part of anything of trying to become what his father is. So Trips is going to get investigated, possibly Shawn Michaels because they're buddies. I would hope.
Shawn came out today and said he has nothing to do with any of that stuff. So, and of course he would. Like he wouldn't say, "Well, it was my poo."
Yeah,
He's not Mr. Hanky in this situation, I'm sure.
I like how John Laurinaitis his lawyer just issued a statement saying that that Laurinaitis is a victim in this whole thing. So it looks like they're all going to try and use Vince's power and ego and job threats as leverage in this to try and get out of it with as minimal as possible.
I mean, you saw the power that he had over the lady, right? He had over the woman. And these guys have been under Vince for so long.
Yeah.
And these guys they've been Vince and Bruce, or not Vince, but Bruce and Hayes and Laurinaitis and Heyman, and I'm not that I'm putting it in the same group. But they have been under Vince's thumb forever, at his beck and call, at these 3 o'clock in the morning or 2 o'clock in the morning phone call whims that Vince got. And is it possible that these guys were I'm not taking anything away from what happened with the situation. Laurinaitis is a piece of shit. We all get that, right?
Oh yeah.
But is it possible that these guys bent to his will so much that they had no control?
I mean, I'm
not making excuses for the guys.
No, I know, and trust me, I get it. But my thing is, I can see that more with the women in the situation because, again, being a woman in that situation, you like when somebody with power and authority comes over top of you and says, "Do this, do that." That's one thing because especially if they're have some kind of leverage over you. But the guys, no. Brock, no. Laurinaitis, no. Like maybe Bruce, I mean Bruce can never be. It can never be said that Bruce, has a brain of his own sometimes. So maybe, Vince, did kind of get in his ear, and he kind of, if he gets indicted in some of this stuff as well, then he went along with it just because he's Vince's, Vince's shadow. But no, the other guys, no, they're well culpable for their own actions because they made their own decisions too. They could have just said, "Vince, you're a sick fuck. Get out of here."
Let me give you this.
Exactly.
I'm playing Adam Cole's advocate here, right? I'm playing the devil's advocate.
Yeah.
Just say, right? Hardway explodes, right? Hardway goes crazy. We get to the point where we're making millions of dollars a year, right?
Yeah.
And I haven't fired Scotty or Ricky yet. And hoarded all just say that Scotty, you guys are you are my Bruce Pritchard and you are my Michael Hayes. You guys can pick who you want. Neither one of you got great hair, so I don't know if you're going to be able to be
yeah, pretty much.
P.S. Hayes. But Scotty, you're more like Terry Bam Bam Gordy. But anyway, so, just say that we blow up, right? And now you guys got to quit your job, right? This is what you love to do. You love wrestling. You guys have loved wrestling forever. And this is now your meal ticket, right? Yeah. And I say to you, hey, Ricky. Well, I'm not going to say Ricky because Ricky would do it. I'm going to say, Scotty. Scotty, listen, I got this girl that's working for us. It's kind of hot, sort of. in a weird way. She's a 7, right? She's a New York 7. She's a California 3, right? I need you to take her off my hands for a little bit. I need you to work this girl out. I need you to do whatever.
I'm
Yeah, I
waiting
don't
for
care.
Jesse to come up, kick that door open, and punt kick you.
Yeah.
Here's what I'm saying. Here's what I'm saying, Scotty. I just need you to just work this girl over for a little while. I got shit to do. Can't deal with this pressure. You mind doing it? I mean, I'm paying you $9.3 million a year. Do you mind just doing it, once or twice, Scotty, before you have to go back to work at Anderson?
No, because I have a brain, a conscience, and a heart,
And a cereal spoon.
and a cereal spoon.
Right.
I would rather go with my conscience and my heart and say, you know what? No, I'm not doing something like. I'd rather lose the millions of dollars than be a party to something like this, because it's it's not
Scotty, no one's ever gonna know. Right?
right.
Just me, you, Ricky.
Someone will always know, and that's
as long as Ricky keeps his mouth shut, we're good. Yeah, I can't speak on Mr. Puffers because he's kind of a jabberjaw, so I can't promise.
Yeah, that's true. But
right,
he's sleeping right now.
I pose it to you, Ricky. Man, you're getting paid millions of dollars. I don't know what you make a year with your job now. I mean, I imagine you're not making millions.
Not that much.
Not quite.
Not even close.
Right. So, but this is your meal ticket, right? You got a family, you got a kid or multiple kids, but at this point that you don't even know about, right? You want to buy a new house. You want to take care of your family. You want to take care of your parents. Ricky, I'm paying you big money, bro. Can you do me a favor? I need you what you do behind closed doors with this girl, you don't got to tell me. If you want to send me text, that's one thing. But you don't got to tell me about it. Can you just take her off my hands for a little bit, bro? It's not, you're still getting paid $9.3 million. Do you mind?
I'll put her in the litter box with Mr. Puffers.
Yeah.
Honestly, I wouldn't get. I'd have to hard pass on that one. It's not worth losing. Once you gain power and money, or a lot of money, that's when spotlights get shined on you, and you can't even fart without somebody noticing and spreading it that you just farted. So anything you do is under a microscope, and just like the stuff with Vince, it's going to come all out at some point.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to tell you, you guys are probably in the minority. There's a lot of people that money talks, bro. Money talks.
It does.
Yeah. So, that's just a scenario. Nobody's ever. I mean, again, I would love, and it'd be awesome if this thing blew up. We probably wouldn't be. We'd be bagging all kinds of bitches up there. Anyway.
Carmella really would be in your basement.
She would not come out. I bet she would come out and not run away. I bet she would. What I'm saying is, a lot of people would not feel that way. A lot of people wouldn't take that route. People would do whatever they had to do for the money and whatever their meal ticket was. And I'm sure Bruce and I don't know.
Look at Bruce. Is he going to get a good looking chick no matter how much money he has or does not have? I mean, the guy looks like a cherry bomb ready to explode.
I'm telling you right now, and I've told Jesse this.
Put Scotty's shuttlecock hat on him.
I've told Jesse, I've told multiple people this $1 million times. I'm not the most handsome guy in the world, right? In this house, I am.
Yeah.
Other places, I'm not.
Until Rick, in that house you are, until Ricky and I show up.
Well, I mean, that's true. That's what, right now, right? But if I hold $10,000 up to my face, boy, am I cute. Look, I mean, I am handsome with these green eyebrows. I'm telling you. So, again, money talks. A lot of guys would not feel the same way. Let's take a look at the chat real quick. See who's there.
Owen said,
if you fire Scotty, episodes go from an hour and a half to 25 minutes.
Yeah,
True story.
I think you saw it at the same time I did.
Yes, I was dying. I was like, oh my god. Owen, I'm coming after you, dude. Don't you worry. Next ATCW show you referee, I'm coming in that ring.
Yeah,
he's getting bonsai dropped.
Evan says Kevin Dunn. Now Kevin Dunn got out of there.
Well,
But
Kevin Dunn got out of, and here's the thing about Kevin Dunn. I do want to bring that up. Kevin Dunn got out of there at a fortuitous moment, and that's kind of an interesting thing. He left right as this thing literally came. He left like what, a week, 2 weeks before this came out.
the week before,
Week before this came out.
you don't think he saw the writing on the wall? You
Oh
don't think
yeah.
you don't think they gave there was somebody in the legal department somewhere said, "Hey, dude, there's an indictment coming.
You better ghost real quick.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there were some guys that thought, a la Bruce Pritchard or Brother Love or whatever you want to call him, that said, "Oh well, it doesn't matter. It's fucking Vince, bro. He's untouchable. Vince is untouchable." And then you come to find out that there's poo on his back, right? There's poo
Exactly.
right? And then you're like, "Fuck, I should have got out." And Kevin Dunn's like, "See ya," right? Kevin Dunn is smart. I listened to Cornette today, and Cornette said he would never think that Kevin Dunn would ever do anything like that.
See, and that's okay. Bucky Beaver, and I heard the same thing too. And I was listening to that, and I'm like, all right, yeah, he was a Bucky Beaver motherfucker, as Cornette always calls him. But the funny thing is when, again, just like you were talking about a second ago, money talks, and guys who are in that world who like, and who knows, maybe he enjoyed it. Like the one, like you look at, especially guys that were in there in like the late 90s. The three names I'm kind of wondering are going to be synonymous with this lawsuit. Like, or not this lawsuit, but as more stuff comes out and more people come out, I should say, as we hear more about not just this lawsuit, but as things that happened in the past. Three names I'm kind of wondering about. This, I mean, we know Vince. Kevin Dunn might be in there. What about Vince Russo? This guy is as perverted as the majority of the guys out there, and he was in Vince's company for quite a while. Do you think he'll have? You think there'll be, again? I'm not saying with this lawsuit because this was modern times, but do you think something will come out about Vince Russo from the past?
So I'm gonna tell you no, because Vince Russo is a fucking rat, right? Vince Russo is a rat. If he had something to do with it, he'd have fucking told on himself because he's that kind of guy.
Mm-hmm.
If he was part of that, he'd have already spilled the fucking tea. He's a fucking rat. Now, I think, and I think Vince kept this so close to the vest. I don't think Michael P.S. Hayes is going to fall into this, but it's possible Michael P.S. Hayes gets fired because he was one of Vince's guys.
Well,
I think guys like Laurinaitis, who was his right-hand guy, I think Pat Patterson might have had something to do with something somewhere along the line. There's Shawn Michaels stories, sort of Shawn Michaels stories coming out. Nothing that sexual, but sort of. Yeah. So, and maybe Bruce, right? These were his guys forever, right? And Corny was one of them too. I'm not saying Corny is a piece of shit in that way, but he kept it so close to the vest. He didn't trust. I don't think Vince trusts Vince Russo like that. There's a different level.
He would be dumb to.
It was Bruce and Pat and Laurinaitis, and then Cornette, Russo, and then under that, Triple H. Then, you know what I'm saying? There was levels of whatever.
Yeah.
I feel.
I mean,
Bruce was a capo. Bruce was a fucking capo.
Yeah.
He was Gandolfini. He was the fucking mob boss.
Yeah.
And then Bruce was a capo. These other guys were made guys, but I don't think they were that close to the whole. We'll find out. I mean, we'll find out, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, I like the thing with Hayes, though, something you said, like when Hayes, and again in the late 90s, or mid 2000s, Hayes was still drinking. Like at Triple H and Stephanie's wedding, he was so drunk that they had to escort him out of there. That like he was fucked up. So, in some of his times of, you never know what
Oh, he was
people.
wild.
Yeah.
He was wild.
So
Yeah.
you like, again, like, you never know. Like, Vince could have been like, "Hey, Michael, like, you're drunk. Go, she's the girl in the back office. Go fuck her. Like, who knows what Hayes could have done. I'm not trying to impugn his credibility, but again, he did have a reputation of enjoying the high life, and when you're not mentally, when you're not all there mentally due to alcohol and or drugs, you never know what you were going to do or have done in the past. So just something to think about. Like,
I most likely think Michael Hayes accidentally pissed on somebody being so drunk. I don't think it would have been on purpose. I really don't think it
Pissed himself, more likely.
More likely, yes.
All right, we're gonna move on. We're gonna find out. The best case scenario for Vince is that they settle, right?
Yeah.
And I heard the other day that I saw yesterday that that rape allegation with Donald Trump, that girl got $80 million. What do you think this girl's gonna get with all these text messages, and like, they're gonna want to shut this? I'm surprised. McDivitt is so lucky right now being retired. I mean, she'll get upwards of 100, right?
Maybe even close to 200.
Would not surprise me at all.
But here's the thing, and this is why I don't think they're going to settle unless they give them an absolutely sweetheart deal of, more than a jury could ever award them. Here's where I think they are going to want it. What they're going to do, they want this out in some kind of a public record. And, it may still be a closed door. It may only be for the court system, but they want it on a public record. And I think that, if like I said, unless they offer them well more than a jury would ever award them, I think they're going to take this to trial, or like at least try to get it to go to trial and get.
I mean, what's the difference between 100 million and 80 million? Gives a shit.
Well, wasn't it that all he had to? And wasn't it that all he had to do is pay her another $2 million to shut the hell up?
You fucking idiot!
Yeah.
He idiot.
He fucking stampeded himself. He pulled the Calgary thing. Where like
Stu is rolling over in his fucking grave laughing.
Yes, exactly. And who is the promoter out in California as well that he bought out? Cornette mentioned it the other day. Gosh, I can't think of it. Oh, and who's the guy out in California? You'd know this.
That's Owen.
Gosh, I can't think of it. They mentioned it on Cornette the other day as well, and I cannot for the life of me remember it.
Vince to jail 2020.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, 2016 all over again. Ain't that the truth? But yeah, no, Vince has done this multiple times with with promoters, I should say, where he bought them out, started paying them, and then decided to stop paying them. He did the same deal with this girl. So that's another reason why it, like, because I had mixed emotions about this whole thing going in. I was like, again, I want to believe the victim, but things are like, people do things as a cash grab. Hey, I'm going to, like, a friggin' MLW's lawsuit. I'm going to sue because I can sue and try to get some money and whatnot and make myself, look more important. And they don't want a lawsuit, so they'll just settle and give me, a decent chunk of change, and I'll be set for a while.
I mean, they settled because they didn't want all that shit to go down during this deal, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Deal. So, I mean, but they were locked up in litigation for 2 years. We might not find out the whole everything for years to come.
No, I mean,
it might not even be around by then.
Considering how much information this girl has, and how, like, when all names are named,
it's
like,
not her anymore. Like, we know everything from her, right? There's text messages. All the shit. Sorry, all the shit that went down her back, right? You know all that. It's everybody else that's going to come forward, because if they say, "Hey,
there's somebody else."
Oh my, somebody.
Multiple others.
tweet. People are gonna sing, bro. These birds are gonna sing. They're gonna be girls after girl after girl. There's gonna be lawsuit after lawsuit. And if this girl takes it to jury and wins millions and millions and millions of dollars, there are people that are gonna say that he crop dusted them and they want paid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
People are gonna walk through his farts and want to get paid.
Yeah.
Like, that's just what's going to happen. Vince, this isn't going to stop at this girl. That's the bad part.
Yeah.
That's the good part. It's not going to stop. People are going to come forward. People are going to continue to come forward. And it might not even be about this situation. It might be somebody saying, well, Bruce Pritchard fucking groped me.
Yeah.
You know, Bruce Pritchard, while his wife was laying around or during chemo, was trying to bang me in the office.
Yeah.
Right. Bruce Pritchard or whoever was one of the people who went by the rape room that they had in Connecticut or had it at some of these venues. Supposedly they kept this girl locked up in a room in one of the Titan Towers. Maybe it was the Titan Towers.
It's at the office down the street, but yes.
Yeah. What the fuck? Right? What the fuck? Anyway.
Austin on the chat says, I wonder if more women from WWE, like the female superstars, will come out and say anything and violate their NDAs over this. Because if Vince has done it to women outside the company, he's done it to women inside the company.
And if Vince didn't pay her the entire $3 million for the NDA agreement, I'm sure there's others he didn't fully pay either.
Didn't fully pay? Yeah, absolutely. Or said he was going to pay, didn't pay at all, and they're scared to death of him.
Yeah,
they're scared to death of him. So we're going to find out.
Owen said he wonders if the Bellas leaving last year had something to do with it.
Fuck, who knows? Who knows? Who absolutely knows what's going on with that? And they said they found out. I don't know if it's Nikki or Bree. They look alike. One of them said Twin Magic. One of them said that they found out when everybody else found out.
Yeah.
That seems to be the ongoing thing to say. Triple H said it, and they all have the same statement. So. Anyway.
Austin said Kevin Dunn fucked my vision up with constantly with all the camera cuts. I want my money.
There you go. He's got OCD now when it comes to cameras, so he's a mess. Austin, there you go. You want a direction on your character? You could be the guy who sues everybody.
Yeah.
So, anyway, extra fallout from this Triple H.
Yeah, I mean Triple H.
They might want to get rid of every McMahon and every
relative.
And who knows even how far down the superstar roster this will go. Like, how many big names that have been through that company. I mean, I'm pretty sure we can say Mick Foley and Undertaker are safe, but how many other top level superstars that have been through that company that may have been a part of this, and or
found out something about it and got buried.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we'll find out. We're gonna find out more. That is for absolute sure. All right, we're gonna move on. Okada is a free agent as of yesterday. He's got 3 more dates coming up in March for New Japan, and then he is out of there. So where does he land, right? Where do you guys think he's going to land? And
AEW.
So you think Ricky, you think he's going to land AEW? All right. $1 million question or $80 million question, depending on if you're being sued or not. Do you think give me one opponent that you would want to see Okada go against immediately?
Well, if he's a New Japan guy, so I mean, I could see him going into a feud with somebody like Jericho, Ospreay, some of the guys that he's already had prior run-ins with from New Japan, I'd assume.
Right. Well, you're not going to bury Okada when he comes in.
Oh, fuck no.
right?
I
And
hope
you're
not.
very Osprey when he comes in. So I
Better
think
not.
that match would be off the table somehow because both of those guys, they're going to want to build them.
You would
Right,
think, but this is Tony Khan booking.
Exactly.
You don't know what the hell they're gonna do.
That is absolutely true. Chris Jericho, very possible, very possible. Too bad Kenny Omega's hurt, but I believe him and Kenny Omega's fought before. Owen could probably tell us. Everybody looks at you guys. Looked at. Should I say Owen? You guys immediately look at. So,
He's the resource book.
Yep.
Remember,
Exactly.
he's the smart Hardy.
Isn't Okada the one that put Omega on the map over in Japan? Hence why I'm pretty sure that's who it was, that he had all those good matches. Good in quotation marks, that I've never seen them, but people always said they were the best matches Omega's ever had.
I want to say Okada is their Randy Orton. I want to say that's like the equivalent.
That's a hell of a comparison.
Yeah.
Oh, and tell us, was it Okada that was the one that put Omega on the map in the U.S.? That's what we want you to tell us. Come on, man. Like, follow along as we're talking to you here. Listen as we're talking to you here.
Yeah, 3 or 4 times. Yeah, I thought so. So, yeah, I mean, to run it back in AEW, possibly, but not right away because we've seen it a million times.
Yeah.
You're not
we
going
don't, and we don't know how long Omega's going to be out for either.
Yeah, he's going to be out a while. Joe, I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't think Okada's coming in to put anybody over right away.
No.
Swerve's definitely off the table. I would love to see an Okada MJF.
But that's off the table, at least until we know, one, where he's signing, two, how long his injury is going to take to heal.
True.
So,
Moxley.
MJ, yeah, Moxley, yeah. You know what, Moxley, not bad. Moxley would be good. Moxley could lose and not be hurt.
Danielson.
Danielson.
Yeah, but with Danielson, you got to worry about him getting hurt, like in the match and being out.
He's starting to be the next CM Punk.
Yeah.
How about Takeshita?
I thought about Takeshita.
That was it. That was my first thought, was Takeshita, because he's former New Japan, if I remember correctly, right? Takeshita?
Yes.
Yeah. So I don't.
Good one. Okada Hangman. That's a good one.
Thought about that one too. Yeah.
Everything I've heard about Takeshita, I don't think him and Okada ever faced. And Takeshita's the young up and coming superstar. Okada's the veteran and stuff like that. This could be, and again, like, you don't want to bury Okada when he comes in, but at the same time, this is a good way to start getting Takeshita more over by putting him in the ring with a veteran like that, and but bringing out both his Japanese roots and showing what he can do in an American style. So I don't know. I think that could be a good one.
Owen says Okada and Orange Cassidy.
Oh God, pockets? No. Why?
Listen, I know you do not like Orange Cassidy. Because,
what about Copeland?
I can see it, but again, I don't know if that would be Styles.
As long as they don't put him against Jeff Hardy.
I still think they need to do a freaking rematch, Mox and Hardy. A little off topic, but we need to do a rematch of Mox and Hardy. It's a stipulation match, a rehab pass on a pole match. Loser goes back to rehab. So, but.
All right, let's look here real quick. Don't speak my brother Christian.
Yeah, to do like that.
Who else? I think be the same thing over and over. Okada will be the main event picture, and followed into the mid card. Honestly, when I look at AEW, there's probably about 70 mid card guys and 4 guys that should be at the top of the fucking card. So, yeah. Okada, they build. Okada's a made man, so I would love to see Okada at the top of the list, in that picture with Swerve and whatnot.
And one correction, Micah on the chat says Takeshita came from DDT, not from New Japan. I did not.
Gotcha. Good. It's weird. Flip side between Okada and Darby. I don't know. Okada and Darby. I don't know. You're looking. It's like bringing Adam Copeland in to wrestle a child. Like Okada is like a big fucking name. He looks like a star, and then you put him in the ring with a guy that's half of his face is painted. Now I'm not. I don't want to take anything away from Darby, but is it the same caliber of wrestler?
Yeah, no.
I don't think so. think so.
But in my view, that's the same thing as Darby and or not Darby, Okada and Pockets. Like you bring him in there, and again, I've watched Orange Cassidy wrestle. Like the guy has one style, one match. You see the same thing over and over and over again, and like
that's all these guys. All these guys the same match over and over again.
Again,
they all are spot monkeys.
Yeah, but that's part that. Well, one, that's part of their problem, but two, like, do you really want to put a guy in there like with the name of they got the name that like Okada has in there with a guy that literally is in there and just I don't know, like I don't. One, it would be a clash of styles. It would be the biggest clash of styles, Orange Cassidy and Okada. But two, it's like putting a man in with a child. It just doesn't work. Like Orange Cassidy and Darby are both children. Like
Okada and Hook. Joking.
See again.
Fuck it, Rainmaker versus Painmaker.
Yeah,
you could run that back again with Jericho. I mean,
yeah.
I don't know. I'm not much interested in either. All right, so he goes to WWE. Who do they put him against to build him?
Baron Corbin.
Well, he's probably not going to NXT, so he goes to the main roster. Let's put him on the main roster.
See, the rumors I heard was if he was going to do anything, he was going to do it and he was going to start on NXT.
Yeah.
Come on, this guy's way too big for NXT.
Well, yeah, obviously.
But all right, you've taken the main roster. The first guy he faces is Shinsuke. Immediately.
That could be good, and
that would make sense.
Elevate Shinsuke back to the main event level.
They could jaw at each other in subtitles.
Whatever.
And see, here's the thing: I am not an anime fan, and I know, some of our fans out there might find that disturbing, but one because
here we go.
No, one because I don't like anime because a lot of my friends are always telling me you got to watch anime with the subtitles, got to watch it in Japanese. I can't always do that. I don't like to read while I'm trying to watch what's going on the screen. But the point I want to make with that is with Shinsuke's last deal with Seth Rollins, where they had the subtitles on screen. I think it worked for him. I think it was better than him trying to speak in English. I think the message got conveyed better with him speaking Japanese and stuff like that. I don't know. It just flowed better for him as a performer to speak his native language, and for the rest of us to have to read the translation. So, try
watching porn with subtitles one time.
It's a lot of anyway. I actually think it would elevate Shinsuke in a way that he hasn't been elevated yet because of match flow and communication. A lot of wrestling communication. So, I mean, can you imagine these guys if they could actually know what the fuck each other's going to say or do? Jesus. Let's look at the chat here real quick. We got
Okada and Cody. I think would be pretty good.
That would be awesome. Gunther, that would be fucking great too.
Yeah.
Immediately, if he goes to WWE, there's going to be dream matches. Right? There's going to be a ton of dream matches. AJ Styles, Randy Orton would be awesome.
Finn Balor.
I don't know about that one. I really don't. But we'd have to see it. I don't know. I mean, I'd be for it. I'm hoping he goes somewhere besides AEW. Right?
Yeah.
I think wherever he goes, if it would be TNA or if it would be WWE or TNA. They're the other two. If he goes to either one of them, they're going to elevate him immediately. If he goes to WWE, there's so much potential there, right? If he goes to AEW, he's going to be the first one at the catering table.
Yeah,
You're going to have to search.
they'll use it. They'll use him good for like two weeks, maybe 3, and then you won't see him for 6 months.
Yeah, that's the thing. He'll have a good month run, and then he'll be back over in New Japan running back matches with those guys, or he'll be traveling around. So again,
TNA is like the in the middle of all this, because I mean you got Jordan Grace, she came over to the Rumble, but you also got Will Ospreay, who's under contract with AEW, has been doing a lot of TNA lately.
Yeah, well, because he had to book dates already, but those dates, well, as soon as those dates are done, he'll be with AEW. I don't even know that. I don't think. Well, I guess not now. Impact Wrestling or TNA is now part of not WWE, but Endeavor. So, I mean, if Okada decides he wants to go to a lighter schedule and go to TNA, he can still do stuff with WWE. That for Tony Khan, for all his faults, he gave us the Forbidden Door. He gave us a chance to see other promotions work together, which I personally think is fucking great. And it took Triple H to be involved or to be in charge, and someone who understands the business now, not in the 80s, not in the fucking 90s, now, where people will pay more fucking money to go see John Cena versus fucking Okada. Or see, well, I mean, again, John Cena is a little past his prime, but Okada, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. There's a lot more match opportunities with WWE than there is with AEW. Am I wrong?
Okay. No, I agree. No. I completely agree.
Tell me what I'm lying. Would you love to see Okada and CM Punk?
If he can stay healthy long enough, and then
I believe we were supposed to see that at one of the Forbidden Doors, and then Punk got hurt.
Yeah.
Right? Or was it Okada? Oh, and you can tell us if it was Okada or not. Please don't bring up the name Andrade in this.
Yeah, somebody already.
He doesn't. Yeah.
No.
We're not talking about Andrade because he's got a long way to go before he ever hits my radar. Charlotte's rehab is more important than his wrestling.
Pretty much. She's back there spray tanning him before his Rumble entrant with a brace on her knee.
Terrible.
Tanahashi.
Thank you, Tanahashi. So again, so much more opportunity here. So if you want to work a lighter schedule, go to TNA, do 3 or 4 tapings a month, or 3 or 4 tapings in one day for the month, and then move on, right? And then a pay-per-view every once in a while. If you want to work 6 days a week for WWE, you can do that too. So
paycheck's probably bigger.
A lot bigger. Downside's a lot bigger. So love to see him in WWE. So we'll get to figure that out. Okay, we got a pay-per-view this weekend, boys. Ricky, did you even remember there was a pay-per-view this weekend?
I did. Yeah, I put it on the chat as soon as I put the scores up for Rumble. I said next Sunday, NXT Vengeance Day.
Vengeance Day. We're gonna get our hearts broke this Saturday, right?
I'm on it. It's just the TNA ones that I miss from time to time.
Gotcha. Well,
I wish they would just keep it a straight Vengeance and not Vengeance Day. I think that's kind of dumb, but you know,
it's like a play on Valentine's Day, bro.
I get it, but then why didn't
the HBK logo?
Why didn't they go back to the old St. Valentine's Day massacre that they did that one year back in '99?
Yeah, that brings up people dying. So I'm pretty sure that they don't want to. They want to get rid of Raw is War. They're not going to bring back Massacre. It's going to be a massacre in court. Anyway, we got Vengeance Day. Okay, NXT Vengeance Day. Let me bring up the match card here, and we'll just run through them real quick because I know you guys have no clue who is on this card. All right, I
know there's Trick against Dragunov, right?
We have 6. Yes, that's the main. We have 6 as of now. We have 6 matches. 2 more than the Rumble. So the first match is a no disqualification match. Dijak versus Joe Gacy. First question is, how long before Dijak is on the streets?
Give it another 2 months, maybe month and a half, 2 months.
He's doing great work in NXT. I wish they could have found something. What was his Mace, and what was his name?
T-Bar.
T-Bar. Was he T-Bar or was he Mace? Was he Millie or was he Vanilli? I have no
I
idea.
don't fucking remember.
Okay.
They had masks on anyway, didn't they?
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know. One of them's a model. I don't get it. Anyway, Dijak versus Joe Gacy. I'm gonna go ahead and pick. I'm picking Dijak because he's lost every match and every pay-per-view leading up, and I'm gonna finally pick Dijak.
Go ahead. I'm gonna take I'm not taking T-Bar, so hopefully you're wrong, and then I can go ahead of you in the point standings.
Gotcha. Wasn't Joe Gacy like in real life? Wasn't he like a serial killer or something?
Yeah, it sounds like
Wayne,
a serial
John
killer
Wayne
name.
Gacy.
John Wayne Gacy. Oh, okay. Thanks, Scotty. Weirdo. Okay.
Sad that I know serial killers, but I've watched enough
They
criminal.
all
No,
got
you are a serial killer. You are a
Yeah, he
serial
is.
killer.
Use the spoon.
I got
That's for you, Chucky.
All right. We got the family, Tony D'Angelo and Channing.
Oh,
Stagg.
Hey,
Hey.
Hold it. You missed me
what?
on the last match you two picked. I'm still here, you know.
Oh shit! I thought we already
we
picked
see
the
you.
cereal spoon. I thought you picked the cereal spoon for the win.
No, I didn't pick.
My bad. Dijak or
I'm
John Wayne.
gonna go with you, Jason Dijak. And here's something else very quickly about him.
I'm going the other way now.
I would love to have seen Dijak and Karrion Kross as a tag team. I think they could have been like, give them the black leather jackets, give them like just they could have been very menacing together as a tag team. I think so. That's
everybody. We're getting a look into a fetish that Scotty wants to see Dijak and.
They could have a nice motorcycle gang vibe to them. I mean,
all right.
But yeah, I'm going.
I like your fetish.
Hey, at least it ain't shit.
Not yet. All right. Yeah. Well, the judgment's out whether we see this when we see this match, whether it's shit or not. Anyway, we got the family: Tony D'Angelo, Channing Stagg, hey, Lorenzo, hey, and Adriana, hey, versus OTM, Out the Mud, which is a horrible fucking name.
Yeah, that is a stupid fucking name.
Price and Bronca Nima, which are also
I don't believe it, boys.
And Jada Parker. Is that who's married to Will Smith? I don't know. They have scripts with them. We got I guess as the family. Are they still the? They're not. Are they still the?
No,
tag?
they're not. They're not the tag champs. I don't think.
I don't think so either. I don't remember. Let me see if I can find that. I thought I would have had that. It doesn't say. It's a mixed tag, so it doesn't matter. They're not bringing up the tag champs anyway. So it's a mixed tag. I am Ricky. Who you going with in this?
Hey, the family.
Hey, forget about it. Forget about it. What do you got? What do you got there, Scotty?
Yeah, I'm gonna forget about it.
Yeah, that's on my. Hey, someone's getting whacked.
Yeah.
Scotty's about to pull out like a 5-foot Italian sub. Chop it up with that spoon.
How do you know what I keep in my pants?
Oh Jesus! Easy there.
NDA, please. NDA.
Easy, Vince.
Scotty, you said you weren't like that. Look, a little bit of money. Hey, a little bit of money. You've already switched sides.
No. It wasn't the money. It was the food. It's the food that makes me go, man. It's the food.
Yeah, Scotty be on trial, and they'll wheel in the buffet from Golden Corral, and that'll be it. Scotty's done. We're all going down.
maybe I should have rephrased that question earlier. Instead of giving you $9.6 million, I should have gave you Subway bucks.
He'd be the new Jared.
Oh God, no! Fuck! Pardon my French.
That's tough. That's
That's
all right.
Oh,
All right, so I lost my fucking spot here. Anyway, so we're all going with the family. All right, you got Baron Corbin and Braun Breaker versus Trick Mello Gang, and Carmella Hayes. Wait a minute, and Trick, what the hell? Oh, the Trick Mello Gang, Carmella Hayes, Trick Williams. This is for the men's Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic Finals. Scotty, who you got here?
Ooh.
This is for the cup, baby.
This for the cup. Yeah, I can't do a good Dusty Rhodes.
Sweet that fire.
No, honestly, if I had to go with anybody, I love my man Braun, but is this the opposite of the Sting always wins match? The Baron Corbin
always loses.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have to kind of go with Trick and Carmelo on this one. So
agreed.
Yeah,
Baron always loses.
I'm going the other way because I think Trick and Carmelo, not Carmelo are having issues, and I think they can't keep it together for this. And I think we give this to Baron. I think this would be an awesome win for Baron Corbin.
It would.
So, and he deserves it. He honestly deserves it. He's been enhancement talent forever now. So let's go, Baron Corbin, Braun Breaker.
Owen, I will corpse you. All right, just so you know, I will corpse you.
He did say he was going to hit you with 3-toed super kick or 4.
Yeah.
I don't know if you caught that earlier.
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
Danny and KO all over again. Yeah. I agree. I'm not gonna. I think that's what it's gonna be.
You think after this, Braun's going main roster?
I hope. Well,
if we're gonna build him, go ahead, Scotty.
Here's the thing. I'm hoping he goes main roster, but from what I'm wondering, are they going to bring him up and put him in the Brock spot and have him start a feud with Dominic on the main roster leading into the Chamber coming up? I'm hoping they do that because honestly, I would love to see that. I would love to see the Weasley Little Dominic and the just absolutely aggressive Breaker just going at it in the ring. I think that would be a really interesting match. So I'm hoping they kind of bring him up and start getting him on the main roster for pretty soon.
Braun and Gunther all day.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
God,
definitely love to see that match.
Braun is such a monster. He is. I don't know. He moves at such speed, and he's so powerful. I just can't. Anyway, we're gonna move on here. I sound like Vince McMahon when I was talking about Braun Breaker.
Yeah,
he's so fast.
He's so good.
He's so good.
That's good shit, pal.
Oh my! All right, we got the new NXT North American Champion Oba Femi versus Dragon Lee. I'm going to apologize to Dragon Lee and his family now. He will be dead after this.
Yep.
Oba Femi is what happened to Dragon Lee, by the way, where they were really pushing him for about 30 seconds, and all of a sudden they put him. I don't know what happened. They just put him back down. He's not on the main roster now. What happened? Does anybody know? I have no idea.
Well, they took it. They took the belt off.
He was the one. Yeah, he was the one to take the belt off Dom. But I guess Oba Femi had like a Money in the Bank or something.
Yes, he had a contract. He had the #1 contender contract.
Yeah, well, I mean, Dragon Lee is going to be squashed. He's going to be squashed Lee after this one because
Oba Femi is the next big thing.
Yep,
guy is a huge monster.
He's a monster. He's a monster.
So is he replacing Brock as the next big thing?
I don't know if he'll. No, he's not Brock. No one's Brock.
No.
No one will ever be Brock. Brock is a different animal. Brock is a fucking animal.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just that. Yes, he's missing. There is chromosomes there that are missing with Brock. So if you're listening to this, Brock, I want to fight you.
Oh, and Hardy said Dragon wouldn't join Vinnie Mac, so that's why he's back on the.
Oh, is that what it was? That's what it was. So anyway, I'm going with Obafemi myself.
Yep.
All right. Lyra Valkyrie, the champion Lyra Valkyrie versus Roxanne Perez in the NXT Women's Championship match. Roxanne Perez held his belt one other time. Lyra Valkyrie, this is her
First reign.
Is this her second title defense or first? I think it's her
second.
Yeah, I can't.
I don't fucking remember.
Either way, they're not putting this belt on Roxanne Perez. In my mind, Lyra Valkyrie is going to hold on to this title.
Agreed.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Unless they do something stupid, because I mean, Austin said, "Give me Roxy," and it's like she does have a lot of push behind her. So I mean, who knows? Maybe they've done dumber things like switching belts back and forth. So you never know.
All right, final match of the evening, the main event. Trick Williams pulling double duty. He will be facing Ilya Dragunov for the NXT Championship title. And here is where the shit hits the fan. I believe that Trick Williams is going to cause them to lose this match for the
Carmelo. Oh, never mind. I see what you're saying now. Good.
So lose this match for the Dusty Cup, and I believe Carmelo, right before he makes his final stop or final run to the main roster, causes Trick to lose this match. I think Ilya Dragunov retains his title.
Yeah,
exactly.
I agree. Yeah. I think. I think one way or another, win, lose, or draw, they win that tag team match. Something happens at the end of it where Carmelo and Trick start to have issues, and they end up, it leads into the title match against Dragunov, and Carmelo costs Trick the match, and boom, one way or another, it's gonna happen. I mean, they're not taking that belt off Dragunov at this point, no matter what, because I mean they've got, Trick is good. Don't get me wrong, but Dragunov is the next. He's the next big face of that company, I should say of that brand of NXT. So,
I think you got a fetish for Dragunov.
Yeah. Hey, man, I'm always dragging one off, so
Jesus, Scotty.
Yeah, I don't know that I needed to hear it. I don't know that I needed to hear that at all. So I'm completely grossed out. All right, let's take a look at this right now. Okay, so that's it. So that's our NXT Vengeance Day. Little blinky blink there. So, all right, if you're in the chat, if you're in the YouTube, please go like and subscribe. Make sure you do that. We're trying to get to 700 subscribers. We are at 278, something like that. So hopefully we'll be 280 by the end of the day. And please make sure you like, subscribe, ring the bell if you have not. I don't know what you're fucking waiting on. Anyway, we are now on Twitter also, and I will be pinning a tweet on our Twitter, which is you can type in Hardway Wrestling, and it should bring up Hardway Wrestling. You'll see the logo. I'm gonna pin a tweet up. You need to go and take the tweet, retweet it, and make a comment. And you have been running for a prize. We're going to give away a prize here on Hardway Wrestling. So we're trying to build our Twitter up also. Check that out. So there's some good stuff on there too. Anyway, we're going to go to a segment that everybody loves. Say it with me.
Whoa, pow.
Whoa, pow. That's right. Whoa, pow. Oh. Ooh, we love a little whoa pow action here. All right, I think I got 6 or 7 different ones. So we're gonna start out. We're gonna start out with Willie Mack from the other night versus Eddie Kingston. I believe Willie Mack tried to do a what did he try to do? A swan? I don't know what the fuck he tried to do. You watch. You tell me what you thought Willie Mack was trying to do here. So we're gonna check this out. Willie Mack stepping over Eddie Kingston and fucking whoa-pow! Lands on his head. Lands on his head. Yeah, check this out when he gets
Jesus.
Yeah, Willie Mack. Not sure what was going on there. What Willie Mack was thinking. But whatever it was, he knocked it loose. So.
I'm seconds behind you guys, but bang.
Yeah, Willie
And
Mack.
Rick Knox is like, yeah, he's fine. Keep going.
Yeah, he's fine. He's not concussed. I've seen concussed. He's not concussed.
Why does that look like to me like a junkyard dog maneuver when he like some junkyard dog botch maneuver that he would do in WWE? Like
I have no idea, but Willie
Mack didn't know if he wanted to do like a
watch.
senton or a moonsault.
I think he tried to do a moonsault, but it looked like Willie Mack tried to commit suicide on live TV. So. All right. So our next one, we got an old school one. We got Dean Malenko. And I'm not sure who he's facing. You guys, maybe you can tell me, but a little. I like to call this the Dean Malenko tummy tuck.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, we're gonna go. You'll see it here in a second. Dean Malenko got a guy on his shoulders, hoisting him up, and boom. Okay. Yeah, I call that the tummy tuck. Yeah, I like to call it the tummy tuck. We don't get too many Dean Malenko videos anymore, so I guess you guys are a few minutes behind me.
That's Rey Mysterio.
Is it Ray?
I was wondering if that was Ray.
Yeah, couldn't tell if that was Ray. It knocked about a foot off of Ray.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. We got one from Stardom.
I think Dominic felt that one.
Yeah, he knocked one of Dominic, Tom or Nick. One of them got knocked loose there. We got one from Stardom here. We're gonna call this this is a hell of a knee shot right here. This is wow. This makes Kenny Omega's wow. This makes Kenny Omega's knee look
trigger
look pretty lame.
Oh jeez.
You know those girls from Stardom and Noah, man, they do not fuck around. They will beat the absolute piss out of you. So speaking of Noah, we got one from Noah here. We have looks like a power slam into a Falcon Arrow off the top rope.
Oh,
yeah, that was. I'm not sure how people didn't die right there, but
yeah,
that's actually pretty cool move.
That was a cool looking move, though.
All right, we got two more left here. We got a murder.
Oh, cool.
Murder. And I honestly don't know how it got by the police, but we got Drew McIntyre kicking Noam Dar in the face and off of a balcony onto about 10 security guards. And I'm not even sure the security guards.
Wow.
There's that's Drew McIntyre making his way on the indies right there. So not poor Noam Dar. And all he has is the Heritage Cup to show for
it. Does he have all his teeth?
Last Woe Pow is from the other night. RVD and Swerve Scott. We got RVD with a fucking chair shot. Woe Pow! To Swerve. Great chair shot, by the way. It's an old school ECW chair shot. Love to see it. Love to see it.
Last time you saw one of those, Sammy Guevara split Matt Hardy's face open.
Yeah.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, was this week's Woe Pow. Anyway, that is going to do it. Let's look at the comments here real quick. RVD still got it. You absolutely.
He does.
Jason, I'll subscribe when you stop getting the shit kicked out of you. Ooh. Well, Riley, I guess you will not be a subscriber because one thing I'm good at is getting this shit kicked out of me. And every once in a while, Riley, I get my get back. And you better make sure you're there for it. Riley is Randy Chris' son. I've known Riley ever since he was in diapers, which is about a week ago.
Wait a minute. Which one just got out of diapers, Randy or Riley, or both of them?
Well, Randy's getting to that age that
He's about to go back in them.
He's about to head back to them, so they can obviously share it now. Good people. Randy, good dude. Doesn't know football to save his ass. Riley, do not follow in your father's footsteps. Okada is showing up at ATCW win. We get money.
I say when Chucky hits the lottery.
When we fill in the blank, when we get money, yeah. Okada, what a hell of a show that we bring Okada in to face Brian Hardy.
There you go.
Or we bring him in to face Ish, and we have a chop off.
Oh, jeez.
Love to see that.
I thought it was Suzuki that was the fucking chop guy. Hardway versus Okada.
Have you seen that video of the machine gun chops from Eddie where he's doing the?
Yeah.
It's fucking terrible. I can't watch it. I was like, this is fucking horrible. This is
Jeremy Stone versus Okada.
Well, we got to build Okada, so we're not building him by putting him in the ring with Jeremy Stone. I promise you that.
Hey,
Jeremy like Scott. Never loses. So.
Owen Hardy said Hardway versus Okada for every ATCW title.
He can have them all. He can have them all. So again, go to Twitter. There will be a pinned tweet. We will give away a prize. You're just gonna have to find the tweet, the pinned tweet, and just retweet it with a comment. Let us know and follow. Make sure you follow us on Hardway Wrestling. So, and then
Is
I
it
will
Twitter or X.
Well, I call it the Twitter, the Twatter, because X sounds like we're on drugs. Go follow us on the X. Yes, we are on the X. Right. Anyway, let's go do it here for Hardway Wrestling for the week. Ricky, Scotty, thank you so much. Always a pleasure hanging out with you guys and talking wrestling with you.
We're very pleasurable fellas.
Whether you know what you're talking about or not, I love listening to it. So.
Scotty always knows. It just takes about 45 minutes for him to get it all out.
It was fun listening to Steve and Scotty the other night. I don't know.
That was the least I think I've ever heard Scotty talk.
Yeah, no. Steve kept going, man.
We kind of let Steve. Well, you know what? It's a different platform for Steve. So I imagined because it was Steve was going to talk a lot, and he did. You know what? Steve's great. Steve's got a lot of knowledge of the business, and he's been in the business a long time, and he's really good at critiquing wrestling, and he's funny as shit too. Like he makes you laugh.
Yeah. It was a good episode. I loved that last week. So.
If you haven't seen that episode, well, what are you doing? Make sure you go back there and check it out. It's on our YouTube page. And while you're there, like it, and make sure you subscribe and ring that bell and all that jazz. And I'm not gonna keep talking about you subscribing, even though it's up on the screen right now. So, anyway, we'll see you guys next time
on the Hard Way.
Peace.